Hello and welcome, and thank you so much for staying with Sierra News 18. I'm Griha Atul, and let's begin with our top focus story, which is to do with the passing away of the Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar. Now, after the passing of the veteran leader, Mr. Pawar, in a tragic plane crash yesterday, his mortal remains are now being taken to his native village, Katewadi, for the final rites, a place that shaped his journey from a man of the soil to a powerhouse in state politics. His son Parth Pawar went to collect his remains from the Baramati hospital. Earlier today, Shiv Sena UBT chief Uddhav Thackeray also went to Katewadi residence to offer his condolences. We are learning that the mortal remains of Ajit Pawar will be kept at his residence for the last darshan, after which the process of the last rites will be beginning at about 11 this morning. Remember, Pawar's chartered Learjet 45 aircraft went down and burst into flames while attempting to land in dense fog early on Wednesday morning. The flight was en route from Mumbai to Baramati, where Pawar was scheduled to attend campaign events, some public meetings, and the black box, we are learning, has been recovered, and that was done shortly after, and the police have registered an accidental death report in connection with the plane crash. Top leaders have started reaching Baramati to bid farewell to Ajit Pawar. And we constantly have our reporters, our colleagues who are tracking each and every development. We will keep giving you all the updates as the last rites are about to in fact begin in Baramati of Ajit Pawar. My colleague Mayuresh Ganpate is joining us live from there. Let's go to Mayuresh. What can you tell us about the updates right now? The leaders who have already begun assembling for the final farewell to Ajit Pawar.
Absolutely. Right now I'm standing outside Ajit Pawar's farmhouse here in Katewadi, which is approximately 9 to 10 kilometers away from the Baramati, where his final rites will happen. I'll ask Mana Das to show you the visuals. You can see these are the visuals that people of Katewadi, people knowing him, his followers, his party workers, local residents, who all are coming from after paying the last respect. Some of them want to go from this particular gate, but police is strictly adhering to the rules. They're saying that you have to go from the front gate. This is a rear gate only for the exit. If we talk about who all have right now come, we spoke with Bhaskar Jadhav, Shiv Sena UBT group leader in Maharashtra State Assembly. We spoke with Shiv Sena NCP Shiv Sena leader. You can see the family also is moving right now. A few other family members are going inside to pay the last respect. Even after Bhaskar Jadhav, we spoke with many other leaders. I will try to catch a few voices there. Hindurao. Now I've been joined by Hindurao. So the family is basically inside. That's what the family one of the family members was telling us. Pramod Hindurao is also a close associate of Ajit Pawar, and he is deeply in shock. You can see that he's helping the family members to arrange the vehicles, and now those who have paid the last respect will be moving towards Baramati, where the final rites will be performed of Ajit Pawar. Now, if you talk that what exactly the scenario, this is the scenario which Mana is showing you. The road is completely jam-packed. People are continuously coming to, when they got to know that his mortal remains have been brought here. And you can see the family members also here, one by one. They are coming out of the farmhouse after paying the last respect, and now they will be going ahead towards the cremation ground, which is in which basically in Baramati. After this, we have been told that his Ajit Pawar's mortal remains will be taken to one of the auditoriums in Baramati, where they will be kept for some time. And after that, the final journey will start of Ajit Pawar's and the last rite will be performed at Vidya Pratishan. So it's a very emotional movement because you can see that a family is there, and no one had expected that a person like Ajit Pawar will pass away in such kind of accident. So it's still they cannot believe it, and they are still in shock. Even not even family, but also the people of Baramati, people of Katewadi are still in shock. We did try to speak with Dilip Valse, Patil, who is also close associate of Ajit Pawar. He had worked with Sharad Pawar as his personal assistant, then he worked with Ajit Pawar in his cabinet. Even he could not react. I asked him, so if you want to share any kind of a memory of Ajit Pawar, he said, I have no words right now, and he also left. So you can see that the way amount of people are coming out from the farmhouse after paying the respect, after paying the last respect. So we are expecting that there will be some kind of a delay which may happen for the procession to start. Back to you.
Absolutely, an absolutely teary farewell that members of the NCP and in fact leaders from across political spectrum, the farewell that they are giving to Ajit Pawar as his final journey now begins. The last rites are all set to be conducted later in the morning. My colleague Yesha Kotak also continues to be with us on the broadcast. Yesha, separately, if we take a look at the investigation of this plane crash, we're also learning how an AIB team is already there in Baramati. And also for the leaders who have begun to come in since yesterday, there has been an additional ATC deployment that has been made. So these developments too are happening parallelly.
Absolutely. In fact, like we see right behind, for all the VVIP movements like you've been speaking about, there is a special there's a special request that had come in, which was accepted by the Indian Air Force, which have in fact now been deployed, so as to ensure that all the VVIP movement that is coming in, that is coming in, it's well looked after. In fact, we also saw how the Air Force had said that this was in response to civic authorities' urgent request, wherein the Air Force swiftly deployed a dedicated team of air warriors who are providing the air traffic control and meteorological service to support the air operations in Baramati. Now, this is because we clearly see that today there'll be massive VVIP movement right here at Baramati. When we speak of the proximity of Baramati, the closest airport here is the Pune airport. It is only the airstrip which we see, which is used for VVIP movement. Like in case of usually it was Pawar family which would use this airstrip for their regular movements right here. So in this case now it's the same airstrip which can be used for VVIP movements because the closest airport is Pune, which is approximately say 2 to 3 hours from Baramati. But in the visuals you can also see how there's a clear there's barricading that has been made. The entire western region police staff, that of western Maharashtra, they have been deployed, approximately more than 2 to 5,000 police officers, constables. They've been deployed at this very location across the entire Baramati, right from Satara, Kolhapur, Solapur. All of the police officers from all of those areas have been called in to look after the VVIP movement, and the area very next to the stage that has been made for the last rites of Ajit Pawar, that has been set for the VVIPs to be sticking there. The Pawar family would be seated right behind in the shed that's been created, and next to it is where the VVIP movement, because we'll be expecting Home Minister Amit, Shah, Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, several top leaders from Delhi, several chief ministers. They'll all be making their way to Baramati today. But parallelly, yes, that you've been speaking about the investigation that is taking place after the crash that took place yesterday. What was important is that the DGCA team had to reach here just to collect evidences. After almost a day is where the DGCA team has finally reached at the crash site. Now, this crash site that we speak of, it is on the slope of the airstrip, because the aircraft in this case had just missed the landing on the airstrip and had crashed right next to it on the slope. So DGCA team, because yesterday the forensic team was present, the NDRF team was present, local police was present, but when it comes to any kind of an aircraft, because it's an aviation related tragedy, so which is where the DGC and AIB have to be the responders who will in fact conduct the entire investigation, which is where the DGCA team has already reached and they're collecting evidences from the crash site.
All right.
Yes.